Hello, everyone. Let me go live on both places. Welcome to today's live stream. We are going to be talking about the future of coaching. What are the 4 fact-based predictions that are going to help you thrive in your coaching business in 2023, and really not just in 2023, but after that is coming. It's just the way that the coaching industry is really evolving. And so I'm going to be giving you these, I would say fact-based, because it's not just like my own thoughts. It's really based on a lot, first of all, clients, and I work with hundreds of clients. Their experience coming into my programs, their experience within the program, their experience post-program, the experience that they've had prior, and the things that they tell me that they're coming with. I'm also having a lot of conversations with people who have multiple $1 million businesses in the coaching industry, people who have smaller businesses in the coaching industry. And so I'm going to be sharing with all of that with you so that you can see how things are going to be shifting in ways that are going to help you thrive with more ease. So welcome everybody. I'm so happy and delighted to have you here. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. If you're here live, say hi in the comments. Give me a what's up. Where are you tuning in from? I see you, Jessica. Nice to see you here. I am both live on my Facebook group and my Instagram today. So, all right. I'm so excited for this because you guys, I don't know about you. You can tell me in the comments if this has been your experience, but something that I'm really seeing is that the way that people, maybe your clients or maybe you as a client, something that is really shifting is the way that we hire coaches, what we look for in a coach. Nice to see you, Jessica. Hi, Alyssa. Good to see you. So the way that think about the questions that you ask yourself when you hire a coach. Tell me in the comments, what are some of the things that you look for? What is the first question or some of the questions that you think about when you hire somebody? I can tell you, I want to actually hear in the comments if you guys are open to sharing what are some of those questions. I want to tell you that some of the things that were important in the past oh yeah, I know, right? I found my inner... Laura's saying that my hair, I know, I forgot to say, I wanted to celebrate my hair today. The inner wild woman has come out. It's here. This is what she looks like. And also there's like a vibe with the shirt that is wild, but it's like, we're doing business here. But also it's kind of like sexy too. So I'm really loving this look today. So what are some of the questions that you ask yourselves when you hire coaches? Like, I'm super curious to hear. What do you like? What do you think is important? What do you think is important for you? I'm going to give you some time to answer that. Think about it. Even if you're watching the replay, what are some of those questions? And I'm going to tell you why those questions are so important to consider or to really notice the difference between the past and now. So one of the things that my clients tell me that is really important to them, does this person, are they in integrity? Do they follow through with what they say, right? Are they going to give me the support that they say that they are going to give me? And before it was more about, do they have the results, right? Like, have they achieved the results? Or if they have achieved the results, great, that's all I need to know. But what is one of the first trend that I want to talk about that is really shifting, and this is really great for all of you if you're coaches who are in integrity, coaches who really care about your clients, coaches who are devoted, who really want to give it all. I know some of you feel like, oh my God, I give so many shits about my clients. Like, I really care so much about my clients, but sometimes it doesn't feel like that is scalable. It doesn't feel like that is what's going to get you to the next level. Okay, so the first thing that I want to tell you is that is going to be your edge and your differentiator when it comes to thriving in the coaching industry, not just next year, but after that, especially next year. Why? Because it's not just about, do you have the results? Like, there are a lot of people who can make big promises. But what people care about is this coach in integrity with what they're promising? And give me a yes in the comments if you know that you agree with this. Is the coach gonna actually hold me and give me support inside of the program? is integrity. Integrity is a very, 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 is gonna mean more than the type of promise that anyone can make you. It's going to be more about, what does it feel like to be in the coaching container? Am I going to be seen as a human or just as a number? There are so many coaching containers that are all about scaling and scaling and scaling and scaling in numbers, right? And it feels like people just want to get more and more people in the program. And what is really shifting into is less about the numbers. Like, people are going to be like, oh, you have a $20 million company. Cool. But like, how do your clients feel? Do they feel like they care about me? Right. Like Alyssa's saying, are they able to create a safe space for me? Are they coming from a loving place? Do they align with my values? So important. Before this, people were like, oh, can they promise me that I'll make a lot of money, or can they promise me some kind of big hyperbole result and I'll just go pay them? But now people are realizing that anyone can make a big promise, but fewer can deliver. Fewer can deliver not just on creating the result, but in the experience that you have inside of the container. So based on that, here are the 4 things, and I want to keep it short so that you guys can just really take this with you. But the first thing is, for you as a coach, that you care about your clients, and then you care also about having a profitable business. The first prediction is that it's not going to be about the coach who scales faster to the next level of revenue. That is outdated thinking. Like, who can make the most money? That is like a dick competition. Is that what it's called? Whatever. that is like old. It's just going to be a thing of the past. For sure, there's always going to be people who really pull that out as a card of like, look how cool I am. But really, it's not going to be about scaling revenue, but it's going to be about scaling fulfillment. Scaling fulfillment in 2 ways. You being fulfilled as a coach. Are you happy doing like in your business, or are you so focused on scaling your numbers and scaling your revenue that you lost passion for the craft that got you in this in the first place, which is coaching? That is going to be felt by your clients. People are going to smell through that, and people now know. People are sophisticated, which I'm going to get into in thing number 3. But the market sophistication is really increasing. People want people who don't just care about the revenue goal and hitting their goals, but care about scaling fulfillment in their clients and in themselves. So why does this matter to you? Because the only thing, you don't have to worry about hitting your revenue goal. If you're like stressed out about hitting your numbers, stressed out about money, stressed out about like, being the 100K coach or the 200K coach or the 7-figure coach or the $10 million coach, because there's always a new thing. If that's where your mind has been, I want to release any pressure that you're putting on yourself, because the only thing that actually matters to even get you there is for you to scale the level of fulfillment and happiness that you have, of joy that you have within your business and that your clients are experiencing. That is going to be the metric that is going to get you the most results. Yes, I'm so glad that this is resonating, Alyssa. So instead of scaling revenue, it's going to be, the future of coaching is going to be not in companies that are making 10, 20, 30 million dollars. It's actually going to be in the companies that are smaller but are delivering an amazing experience. People are going to want to choose that kind of coach, the coach that it's not necessarily hitting, the $100 million and like so cool. Like, yes, that's awesome. But what people are really craving is that level of care. Does this coach care about me? Do they have a business that actually supports my growth and my whether it's one-on-one, whether it's in groups? Like, people are gonna care. Your clients are gonna care about that. So things, for example, in my masterminds, we have a concierge support, which is literally somebody dedicated to checking in with clients, making sure that they're feeling really good, making sure that they're feeling supported, that if they have any questions, somebody is always there to support them. And it's not hand holding, right? We don't hand hold our clients. We empower them, but that way nobody's hiding. Everybody gets what they came for, and there's always somebody that can check in with them. So that is scaling intimacy, and that is something that I'm so committed to doing inside of my coaching business, because it is really the future. It's not about how many clients can I get in on this launch and how many clients can I get in on the next launch. That is a short-term game. That is a short-term game that most people are playing. Like, how much can my launch be this month? And like, that is it's gonna burn you out. It's gonna burn your clientele out. It's not gonna help your reputation. It's just not gonna support like your long-term vision. So that's the first thing: scaling fulfillment for you, doing the things that you really enjoy as a coach, not comparing yourself to being the 10 million, $100 million, whatever that is, but really focusing on how can I fulfill myself in what I'm doing and how can I fulfill my client's vision. Okay. So that is thing number one. Thing number two, super important. And this is something that used to be delicious in the past, no longer delicious. So authoritative coaching versus collaborative coaching. That is a huge difference in what is the market is shifting to. So what does that mean? Authoritative coaching is having somebody tell you, you need to do it this way, you need to charge this much, you need to do your package with these many sessions, you need to do this, and that, right? Hi, Nina. So good to see you. That is authoritative coaching, is saying, this is how you need to follow the structure, and copy paste my 5-step formula, or look at my booklet of what are the ways in which you need to grow your business, and that is how you do it, and there's no reason to question it. You just have to follow the steps. And authoritative is not only that, but it's also saying, do what I say. Check in with me before you make a decision as a coach. Imagine having somebody tell you, hey, you can't raise your prices unless you tell me that, unless you run it by me. That is literally taking your client's power away. And people are awakening, especially in the coaching industry. When we are coaching ourselves, when we are expanding ourselves, we wake up to our own power, to our own sovereignty, to our own decision making. And why the fuck do we need to check with somebody whether we want to make a decision about our business or not? The future of coaching is you giving you the power back to your client, and not onboarding the responsibility, or not even the responsibility, but like not taking their power away by thinking I have to offer some structured authority. I have to be the kind of coach that tells people what to do. That's actually not coaching anyway. And people like that. The old paradigm, we come from a very masculine, tell me what to do and I'll follow the rules kind of life, kind of past and way of being in the world. And what is now happening is people are awakening to, wait, do I actually get to make my own decisions here? Can I trust myself to make my own decisions? And that is what collaborative coaching is all about, is in really seeing, okay, what does my client want? And how do I support him in getting there? And how do I collaborate in making things the way that they want to do it? Whether it's relationships, whether it's health, whether it's business, whether it's energy, whether it's whatever you sell. It's really about becoming the type of coach that is collaborating with their client about what they want, versus being authoritative and telling clients, you have to do it this way, you have to follow this formula. Like, that is really getting outdated. And you guys can tell me if you believe otherwise, but if you like formulas and you just want somebody to tell you what to do, not take into consideration how you feel, what you desire, the way you live your life, the way you want to do things, the way that your personality works, the way that your strengths, like let's say that you're working with a business coach and they're like, the only way to be successful is for you to do a webinar. Like, what? No, there are a million ways that you can attract clients. There are a million ways that you can do it. Is finding the way that works for you. And that is collaboration. Same thing with dating, same thing with whatever. There are principles that obviously you need to create for yourself as your intellectual property, because they're the guideposts, but it's all in. People are not going to be about, let me run it by my coach so that I can be sure that I'm making the right decision. That is this empowering our clients. And so think about it for yourself. If you're the type of coach that really loves supporting clients in their discovery of what works for them, that is going to work for you as an advantage. And you want to talk about that in your marketing. You want to make sure people know that that's what makes you different. That is your style of coaching, because that is what people are desiring and craving. Okay. All right. Thing number 3, which actually relates to what I was just saying. So is the market, there's going to be increased market sophistication. What does that mean to you? People are just becoming more and more and more aware of what is actually bullshit, what is bullshit and what is real, basically. Right? Like, tell me if you know. When you see these ads that is like, build $1 million business in 6 months, I'll teach you my 5-step formula, is hyperbole promises, okay? This was a vibe back in the day when there was a lot of direct response marketing, when there was a lot of like, masculine approach to marketing, and people have been disillusioned. People have been disillusioned about promises, hyperbole promises. And so transparency is becoming extremely essential. So when people share launch numbers or when people share revenue numbers, it's like, okay, but what was your profit? Right? Like things like that are starting to become more and more important because transparency is being called forth in the coaching industry. People want to know what is the actual truth. And that happens so much this is because the market is getting sophisticated. This is a beautiful thing if you're the type of coach that is not trying to compete on like a dick measuring contest. That's what it was that I was trying to say before. Dick measuring contest of like, how much money did I make this year? How much of the, like that, it's not the vibe. The vibe is not hyperbole promises. So in your offers, here's how this applies to your marketing. If you're going out there on the internet comparing yourself to that coach who just had a whatever number launch, and you're thinking, oh my God, they're selling 10K months, or they're selling, I can get you the love of your life in 2 weeks, or they're selling, I can help you lose 10 pounds in 5 days. Like, if that's what you're comparing yourself to, because those people are making money, I want to give you the freedom to relax and relieve all that pressure, because so many of those promises feel hyperbole. Don't they feel false? They feel like they're not actually true. And what happens is when people smell that, they actually don't believe it anymore. It's like, it sounds like a cliche. Like cliches is like there's a principle in marketing where when you use cliches, people don't believe you. It goes over people's heads. It just doesn't land. Same thing with your offer promise. So here's the thing that's going to make you different. Here's the thing that is going to make people trust you more, is telling the truth about what it takes to create the result. Telling the truth about what it takes to create the result. Not making it sound like, oh, it's all good. You're going to be able to create $1 million in 3 days. No work. It's all good. It's 2 hours a day of work. Like, you might be able to do it, but what is the work required? What does it really take? And this is, let's say, for example, if you're a weight loss coach, if you're like, I can help you lose weight with no effort. It's all good. You don't have to do anything you don't ever want to do. People are going to be like, come on, tell me the truth. So when you come out and you're transparent, you say, look, we're going to tailor your plan. It's going to be, I'm not going to like put you in this rigid macro counting situation or macronutrient counting every day. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a plan that is aligned with your lifestyle, and you're going to go through you're going to be stretching your mind to manage your mind around your food. That's not going to be easy, but that is the way for you to lose the weight and keep it off. Right? Like, the transparency that you're able to add to your offers is gonna make people trust you more, because people are so over the hyperbole promises of promising 1 million things and then it not being fulfilled. And so the more transparent that you can be about, yes, making it a really bold promise, but also being transparent about what it takes, that is going to allow people that are following you to feel really at ease, knowing I can trust this person because she's actually giving me an insight into what my process is going to look like. I trust her. So that's super important, okay? So that's number 3. Increased market sophistication is going to lead to people believing real promises versus hyperbole promises, okay? So that was thing number 3. And thing number 4 of the prediction is, I know that a lot of you, so look, the coaching industry is only going to keep growing and growing and growing. It's, you know how people say like it's going to explode, it's going to collapse at some point, and all these people who are fake are going to like die. Look, it's not. It's going to keep on growing. It's an industry that is going to keep on growing because it's unregulated. Anyone can call themselves a coach, and that's a beautiful thing. And that sometimes is not a beautiful thing, because then people who are not qualified enter the industry. And then they make promises, and then clients come in and they get disappointed and all of that, okay? But the point here is that the industry is not going anywhere, and it's not going to collapse. The bubble is not going to collapse, but But there are some shifts that are going to happen, that are going to shift the power or the influence of the people that currently are influencing it and the people who will influence it. The people who will influence it are going to be the people who lead with truth, who lead with transparency, who lead with transparency. I don't like the word authenticity these days because it's so, everybody says it, but people who lead with transparency and truth. That is what people are looking and are craving in their results, in their promises, in their marketing. That is what the shift in influence is. I don't want to say power, but it is kind of power, but I just want to say influence. The most influential people that have been influential in the past have had a very different approach than the people that are going to be influential in the future. And that is the shift that is occurring. So thing number 4 is the market saturation is going to increase. Like there's going to be more and more coaches that are going to come in the industry. And that is awesome. We want more coaches in the world because coaching is, to me, what I believe is that coaching is going to change the world. Coaching is the avenue. It's not religion. It's not the government, that's for sure. It's not any of those things. Is really looking at ourselves and us choosing to shift our identity, shift our trauma, shift who we have been into who we want to become from a place of I choose to be a person that I want to become. Like, who do I become? And that is what coaching offers. So yay for more coaches, but that's not gonna be reduced. More and more coaches are going to join the industry. But what is gonna happen? The more people you have, yes, there's gonna be more saturation. There's gonna be more people. Listen, that is a cool thing, but what is the antidote to that? The prediction. What do you do? And this is why I believe so deeply in what I do, because when you have more and more people all offering similar things, all offering similar, even their personality might be similar, or even like their approach might be similar or whatever, the most important thing that you can do is to clarify your message. That is going to separate you from everything else. It's not going to be the perfect hyperbole promise ads where you can lose 10 pounds in 5 days and keep it off forever without blinking an eye. That people are tuning out from that. So people want transparency. People want truth. Those are the coaches that are going to create the biggest influence in the future because everything is is just becoming more and more transparent. So all you get to do, and I know that all of you guys are here because you're coaches, you're in integrity, you care about your clients. So you're ahead of the game in where the future of the coaching industry is going. But what is the antidote to the saturation of just having more and more people join the coaching industry, which is not a problem? It's having a powerful marketing message. It's knowing how to articulate the value of what you do in such a way that people understand it and people desire it. And people feel a natural sense of urgency and desire to really step into their next level now and not later. Right? Like there can be a million marketing coaches in the world, but I feel so unique in my own message that I don't even notice who is my competition. I don't know who offers marketing. I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to what other people are doing. This is actually something that has helped me get to where I am. I just really don't pay attention. I don't listen to what the competitors are doing, how much they're charging. I just always ask, what does Juliana want? What is the vision of the company? What is best for my client? What kind of delivery am I committed to? And then I make decisions from that place. And so the last thing is, yes, market saturation is going to increase, but the antidote is not going to be to get more ads and make bigger promises. The antidote of that is having a really compelling message that really touches people where they need in their hearts with truth, with real promises, not trying to over promise things that you can deliver on. That is going out the door. People are going to smell that from afar because people are more sophisticated. And so the most important thing that you can do that is all within your power is to understand how can I convey the value of what I do in a real way that is not hyperbole, but that really expresses the value of my work. If you do that, which is clarifying your message, that's going to give you all the power in the world. Your content is going to convert, your reels are going to land with people, your personality is going to come out, your offer posts, your sales posts are going to convert more because you're actually being truthful and your message is clear. So it's not going to be about more ads, more things, more fancy things. It's actually going to be about the essence of what is this person about? How can they help me? Are they the right person for me? And that is where clarifying your message is all about. So I wanted to keep this one short because normally I go for like 40 minutes, but I wanted to keep this one short. I'm gonna recap, okay? And I have something to tell you, so don't go anywhere. The first one, so the 4 predictions are: first, scaling fulfillment versus scaling your revenue. The future of coaching is in the smaller companies that focus on delivery, not just marketing and adding more clients and filling their programs, and not actually delivery. Delivery is going to be really, fulfillment is going to be really important. Not just fulfillment in your client delivery, but you being fulfilled with your business. That is going to radiate versus being the typical, I need to scale to $25 million, but I hate my business. I don't want to coach. I have a coaching business, but I don't want to coach anymore. Like, wait, what? What is the fucking, I never understand how people get into coaching to get out of coaching. What? Isn't that just like the wildest thing? Like, this is what's shifting. The people who get in there to make money, not to actually coach people. This is why I know all of you who are watching, who are in my audience, you guys are those coaches. You actually love doing the craft. You want to coach your people, and that is going to support you in becoming different and becoming a go-to. So that's the first thing. Thing number 2, authoritative coaching versus collaborative coaching. Not telling people you have to follow my method, my process step by step, and you have to follow my rules. But the opposite is, how can we make it yours? How can we make this thing yours? Thing number 3, increased market sophistication is going to lead to people smelling through hyperbole promises and actually wanting more truth and transparency in marketing, in the promise of your program, and really in everything. Transparency is so important. And market saturation is going to increase. But the antidote to that is to clarify your message so that no matter what happens in the marketplace, no matter how saturated the whole thing becomes, it doesn't matter. It's more, let's welcome all of the people who join. Let's welcome all of the people that offer things like the ones that we do. Sure, doesn't matter. All that matters is that you feel clear on how to articulate the value of what you do in only the way that you can. So if that resonated with you, and if you want to clarify your message, if you want to learn how to articulate the value of what you offer so that you can attract premium clients that when they come into your programs, they know that you're going to care. If you're the type of coach that cares about their clients and that you offer really beautiful delivery, like you care about your clients, whether you have a group program or one-on-one, and now you really want to attract higher caliber clients, more of your best clients, then I want to invite you to apply to the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. We have the early bird bonus right now. And in case you are new to my world, inside of the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind is the last marketing mastermind that you will ever need. You can ask any one of my clients who goes through the program. You really get everything that you need in terms of marketing, in terms of client attraction, in terms of converting, like in sales. How do you really lovingly and beautifully guide somebody from just being a stranger on the internet to becoming a client that you love, that loves you, that are an easy yes? And how do you do it in a really beautiful way that honors their sovereignty, their decision making, and that makes them feel like they don't have anything to regret after the day after they buy from you? They're like, oh no, I want to back out. None of that happens with the process that I teach you, because it's all about calling in the premium, the elevated quality of your client, and really showing them what is the problem that you can help them with, who you are, why you're the best person. So by the time that they show up on the phone with you, they're like, oh my God, I love you. You are my person, not just for this round, but for multiple rounds of working together. So it's a 3-month experience. It's a 3-month mastermind where we give you what you need in order to attract premium clients and clarify your message, which is the most important thing you can do in your business, because that is ultimately what makes your webinars convert, what makes your live streams convert, what makes your content convert. It's the core foundation of everything. I was actually just talking to somebody who did a summit, and they grew their list by I think 10,000 people, and now they're like, we're not converting. And I'm like, yeah, of course, because your message isn't clear. Like, we need to work on your message. And so, like, lead generation is not the solution. The solution is to clarify your message so that you can articulate the value of what you do in a really powerful way, and so that is easier on in your business for clients to become a yes. So I want to invite you to apply to the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. I'm going to drop the link in the comments, or it's in my bio if you're watching this on Instagram. And here's why. There's a special thing that is happening right now as an early bird when you join now, and I highly recommend that you join now because we don't start until February, okay? But when you join now, you get access to the videos right away, the actual program instantly, so you can start attracting clients right away. But also, you get a bonus that is not going to be available next year as an early bird. You get a messaging mastery call with my team, with one of my team members. Her name is Parmise. She's your copy coach, and she's going to help you master your message just in those 30 on the call that she will give you, the messaging mastery call. We are going to help you just tailor that message one-on-one. And let me tell you, Parmise is a savage. We are both we get probably 10 weeks of work done, or 10 weeks of coaching done in one session. We get there. So that bonus used to be available for everybody who joined within 48 hours, but now it's actually going to go away because we have so many people joining. So many people all just get the call that we're going to take that away for next year. So if you enroll now, you are going to be able to get that messaging mastery call with her. That's a one-on-one call, and you also get $1,000 off your enrollment. So what does that mean? The investment for Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind as an early bird is $10K instead of $11K, and the payment plan would be $2,200 instead of $2,400. So you are really giving your future self a huge gift by doing it now. And the most important thing is that you have more time with the content. You have so much more time to let the content sink into your bones instead of rushing through the content or just having only the 3 months to go through it. I'm going to put the link here. Hold on. I'll just put it in the comments there. But I'm going to drop the link here. Actually, I'll do it after. Or you can go on to my bio. All you have to do is fill out the application, and I'll read it thoroughly and make sure that you are the right fit. If I don't feel like you're the right fit, then I will definitely let you know so that you move on and maybe find a different coach. For me, it's all about transparency and making sure that you are the right fit. And if I feel like you're the right fit, you're going to get an acceptance email. You're going to get instant access to everything. You're going to be able to start making your money back as soon as you join, because on module 1, literally I give you a process to start attracting high caliber clients right away. So it's like the best marketing mastermind that you will ever find, the last one that you will ever need. You can check out the testimonials. It's just a really beautiful, we care so much about our clients. We have a client concierge, so you're not going to feel like a number. I know that's a concern for people who join masterminds. Like, am I going to feel like a number? Am I going to feel like people actually care about me? And like the feedback that we get from that we're getting from from all of our cohorts is, wow, like you really actually care. You really actually are in there coaching and supporting our clients, and we are. We even, as I said, have a concierge service, basically somebody that's dedicated to making sure that the clients are getting exactly what they came for. So you join, I teach you how to guarantee your own results, and it's going to be the best experience of your life. You're going to grow so much, and you're going to be able to attract premium clients, know how to clarify your message, how to create an offer that feels delicious to talk about, how to create content that converts. Literally, this is like at a premium level, and how to show up in front of people that are premium. Okay. All right, my love. So I dropped the comments there. Julie says, thank you. Sorry, yeah, the link is in the comments there. I couldn't drop it here, but in an Instagram here, go to my profile and click the link in my bio and apply so that you can get those 2 bonuses, $1,000 off, and then the call, which is again going away, is the best time to join. Congratulations to Selena Fang, who joined yesterday as a VIP. The VIP is also going up by 2K. So right now it's 20K. It will go up by 2K next year. So congratulations to Selena. She invested in herself in the VIP, and I am so excited to have you. We already have people enrolling in the next cohort. So make sure it always sells out, you guys. So make sure that if you're watching this, you don't wait until the last minute, because you won't get the bonuses. And also you just won't have enough, like you won't have, you can just get started with the coaching right now. Like why wouldn't you? You just get started by listening to the videos and really applying the work. The coaching begins in February next year. You definitely want to join now. Check out the testimonials. Look at the miracles that program that have been created inside of the program. It's the best and last marketing mastermind you'll ever need. That's all I have to say for today. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next week. And oh, there's a question. I love you. Can I check? Do you have any other offers in Magnetize and Monetize? That is the only offer that I have. So you can either do that or do Magnetize as a VIP. So if you are interested in having more high touch support, we can totally talk about doing the VIP option. All right, my loves. Love you all so much, and I'll see you next week.